Hi, this is Mr. Roche. We are back with Sonic Awesomeness. We are working on our code, and we have a couple of things already set up. We have the the diagram basically figured out. We're running this ping, which has one pin for echo and receive on pin 5. And we have got that set up there. We have also these long integer values to get big numbers in on the like the echo channel and the receive. So that'll help us out. Like with this, these are used with the ping, and I think the ping requires long ones. So that's what's going on there. And in the loop, okay, so we're basically done with like kind of variables and like the setup stuff. And like let's write a really quick loop. And what we're going to do is basically it's just going to loop around again and again and again and get a distance value. So we're going to set up a distance value in here. We say int like d for distance. It's going to equal 0. Okay. And initially. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to update it. Okay. With d is going to be updated every time the loop runs with this little ping function. Okay, so it's going to go like that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go we're going to use the serial. We have this thing to set up the serial monitor, and we're going to say serial dash print dot print, and this is a command that will output to the screen. We'll say hello. The distance is, and then what we're going to do is we are going to get a distance. Then we'll go serial print, and then there's two different print commands. This one will not like return; it'll like kind of keep everything on the same line, which you'll see. And then what I want to do is I want to print d, so it'll do like that, and then we're going to delay the loop a little bit and just wait because there's kind of like a reset on the sensor that we have to kind of account for. So the example uses 250 milliseconds, which is like a quarter of a second. So so that's going to happen too. So it's going to delay for like a quarter, something like that. Okay, so we're just going to do that. Okay, and that's like the basic loop. Okay. Make sure that I've got everything I need here. Yeah, I even got this. So everything's great except for the fact that I don't have a ping function. So if I try to upload and run, it goes, hey, you didn't declare ping. All right, so I got to do something about that. So what we got to do is make a new function. So you can make your own. Like this is a function here called setup. This is a function called loop. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a function called ping. And the thing is that ping has to return a number. Okay, so we want it to give us this number. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. And I think this is actually interesting because it doesn't care that it's not an int. We're going to go unsigned because long and then ping. Okay, this is from the example. It says it's okay, so I'm going to say it's okay. And what happens is anything then inside between here and here is going to run when you say ping. So what happens is the loop happens, it goes, oh, d equals ping, goes up here, and it's going to return, you know, a value for the distance. That's what we're looking for, okay? So we like that. And here's how you do it. Okay, so there's some stuff we have to do to run to trigger the sonar thing. And send a ping. Okay, what it's doing is it's going to send a ping. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is we have to get the pin to be ready for output. This is a little bit like belt and suspenders, but our thing's called the sonic signal pin. So we're going to go like this. So you can reset the input and output like kind of on the fly. So I'm going to set it to output. Okay, I'm going to do a digital right, just like we did with just like we did with the LEDs. Okay, so I'm going to use the sonic pin, boom, and I'm going to set it to low. Okay, so kind of like turn it off. And I'm going to digital, whoopee. So then I'm just going to delay for a second. Okay, I'm going to wait 2 microseconds. Okay, so that's okay. So far so good. Okay, so what it is, I kind of turn it out. It sends a low signal, I guess. It goes like boop, and then it waits 2 microseconds, and then I'm going to, I think it's basically turning off, and then I'm going to turn it on. Okay, so basically I'm kind of clearing it, getting it ready to go. Now this is the ping. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to say hi. Okay, so it's the same command: digital write, sonic write pin, hi. Okay, and then I'm going to delay again for another 5. So it's going to go on for 5. So it's going to go ping, 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 ping for 5. Okay, so that's that, right? And then I'm going to like turn it off again. Okay. Boom. Okay. So that gets you, it gets you started. Okay. So actually right now everything would look, let me try this right now. Okay, now we have our ping running again. Oop, the delay microseconds. I gotta get that right. That's an S, and that's an S there. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so it's okay, except I'm not returning anything yet, but that's good. So far so good. And we're going to continue on with the second part of the code. So what I've done is I've triggered the pin, and now we got to get something to receive it. Okay. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Okay. Now receive the Okay. So what it's going to do right now is you've got to get the sonic pin to switch from output to input. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to say input. Okay. So it's ready to go. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of read the value now. Okay. So there's this thing called a pull-up register in these computers, and what it'll do is it'll like kind of trigger when there's a signal back. So what is going on is you're saying waiting for this input, and if you turn this on, it'll kind of like take in the signal. That's what we're doing. Okay. Then we're going to use our echo value. See this guy up here? We're going to pull in the information to find out what echo was. Okay. So it's going to go like this. Whoopee. This is my sonic signal pin. So I'm always doing it from this one pen, right? So I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm going to say hi. And then I'm going to kind of control how long it does this with this, like this little kind of millisecond thing. Okay. So it's going to listen to the echo. That's actually pulling in the information. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to compute the distance. Okay. So I'm going to take that echo, and like the echo gives you like this kind of like just a kind of a voltage signal, and I need to sort of change that into something that I can understand, like inches. So I'm going to take echo, divide it by the scaling factor, okay, which turns it into like this right now will give me centimeters, okay, and if I go like this, it'll convert it to inches. Okay, so if you like centimeters, stop here, but if you like inches. Keep going and do the whole thing. So this converts the value to inches. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then what I need to do is I need to return it. Whoopee, one more line here. Make some space. And I need to return it back up to the. So what's going to happen is it's going to go. We're going to call ping. Ping runs through all this stuff. The ultrasound value comes back to D, and then we print it. Okay. Now let me see if this can upload right now. Okay, it's successfully compiled, which sounds good. Okay. And then what's happening right now is it's working. Okay. I've got it going on right here. Okay, sort of here. And then what's going on is, like, with Arduino, there's this thing called the serial monitor. Okay. So right now it's going, hello, the distance is 44, and it keeps doing it. See how it keeps, like, kind of doing it and doing it and doing it. And if I could move my hand in front of it, it would change it. Okay. But here's how the simulator works, and you can try this yourself. So click on this, okay, and what happens is you get this like little dot that you can move. Okay, so see what's going on? I can move it to 107 inches, and I can move it around, and see here it's away. So now it's like completely out of the range, right? Here it's in the range. And so it has a little bit of a parameter, it has like a little bit of an envelope where you can use it. See, when it's totally out of it, it's at 131, it looks like to me. Okay, but when it gets in there, it'll start doing it, and you can move the little dot right to, oh, now it's out of it. Looks like its distance is like 8 in this example. The other one, the one that when we had in class, worked up until like 1. So that's what's going on. Okay, so what I'd like you guys to do is get this done. Okay, so I want you to get this wired. Okay, and I want you to get the code written to it. Okay, I'll turn this off. Okay, let me turn off the simulation. Actually, not the thing. Okay, serial monitor comes and goes. Okay, which is great. Okay, and then what's going to happen is we're going to have this all set up that we can download the code that we tried before and put it into Arduino and run it. Okay, and this is going to work. And then what we're going to eventually do is add lights to this so that we can have a kind of a sensor thing. And then from there we're going to we can start doing the sound stuff, but we need some sensors to do that too. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so good luck with this. Get this done, and you know, I'll make a small video showing me that it works on your end, and I'll see you later.